Well, Stephen Natasha, Diddy's ex-girlfriend for hire going under the pseudonym Jane was on the hot seat today under cross-examination, providing more details about her business and sex relationship with Diddy and really getting into her jealousy that Diddy was showing a lot of attention and going public with rapper Young Miami, treating her more like a secret side chick than a real girlfriend. Now, Mrs. Janice Combs was leaving court this afternoon with 3 of Combs' sons after sitting through all of his testimony today. This afternoon, they all sat through the cross-examination of alleged victim Jane, who had a business arrangement with Diddy for sex. They called it a love contract, but clearly she wanted it to be more. On the stand, there was a tissue box to soak up her tears, as she's had in previous days, but today was more about anger and jealousy. Jane talked about her growing envy of rapper Young Miami of City Girls fame around the time she was with Combs between 2021 and 2023. Young Miami made a splash on the hip-hop scene as part of the City Girls duo and was soon seen at clubs, parties, and out in public, even at one award show with Diddy. Jane testified that she was jealous of Diddy buying her and other women expensive designer bags. She did not want to have what she calls a hidden relationship with Combs. Jane lost her composure under questioning from Diddy attorney Tenny Garagos when asked if she knew how much one of those bags cost. Jane snapped back, how much does my body cost? But she had made a financial agreement for sex with Combs. He was and still is paying the $10,000 a month rent on her 5,300 square foot LA home. She also said that he gave her thousands more for furniture and veneers, trips, and even $20,000 to start her own clothing business. Now, there were also some extremely graphic text messages from Jane to Diddy, where she was describing what she wanted him to do to her, what she wanted to do to him, and you get the idea. Now, Diddy has pleaded not guilty to the sex trafficking, RICO, and other charges that he's facing. We'll see down the road whether or not her testimony helped the defense or helped the prosecution. We're live at federal court. I'm Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News. Stephen Natasha back.
Hey, baby, we had a great time. Stay in the light. It's all good. Get your rest. You are the crack pipe. That's my new name for you, crack pipe. Or should I call you CP? But yeah, I want you to stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? We had a very, very good time together. Like so much fun. So much fun. Now go rest up. Get in your bag. You know what I'm saying? Got your contract. Find a nice little spot. Put your mind at ease. And yeah, I had a great time. And I really, really want you to get some rest. I didn't know about you throwing up and all that. That's when I was like, hold up a second. All right, get some rest, baby. Love. So if you come in for 24 hours, yeah, you always wanted to set some shit up. So now you got the opportunity. So set some up for tomorrow night. That last vision we had was Don and ATL. See you put it together, baby.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on the latest chronicles of Pissy Diddy, Nasty Cassie, and now 50 Cent, baby mama, Dirty Daphne once again. And as more come out day by day, cross-examination by testimony and everything, it get crazier and crazier how this thing that turned into a full love triangle circle, backstabbing, cross, and everything in it that we didn't know was going on within these last couple of years. And 50 Cent has even played his role in this as well. And I had links in the description where y'all can watch the clips at the beginning in full from Fox 5, as they did just release that audio right there in the last few hours after Diddy was having this conversation. He played this in the courtroom where he's having this conversation after a freak off, saying crack pipe. You know, I'm gonna call you CP, baby. Get it, you know, you did your stuff last night, but we gonna work on it. You got your contract. The contract was for $10,000 every month that Diddy was paying her. We discussed that already. And then also, he gave her some bread to kick off her clothing line. She agreed to that. Well, now you hear the jealousy part come out with Young Miami, as well as They said he was treating her like a real girlfriend. He didn't do any of this stuff with the freak off vibes with Young Miami, because you know why? She come from the game kind of when you think about it. But I see even with 50 Cent, he knew the whole time Diddy was beating down his baby mama, right? That nigga went and gave Young Miami the gig on BMF to get an acting gig, knowing that, hey nigga, you hit my baby mama, I'm gonna give your chick a role on my show, and I know what's going on. I say, wow, this is a dirty, dirty game, ain't it? Real dirty game. And I guess that's just something that certain types of rich niggas be on, because a nigga like me, I'ma stay away from all that confusion and mess where, hey nigga, you dealing with my ex, I'm dealing with your ex, I'm in business with your ex. But I guess that's what happens with the entertainment industry when you get so much money and you in the same circles. I don't want nothing to do with none of that type of stuff where, hey nigga, you got this going on, that going on. It's just all wild at that point in time with the way things get mixed up in the circles and who's sleeping with who and things like that. As Mo came out, but Daphne was jealous of all that. And you hear that in the courtroom through the cross-examination, and they're going to use that as, hey, she was voluntarily doing all these things. She had feelings for Diddy because she agreed to this contract, she agreed to this lifestyle, and the other girl that he dealt with didn't have to go through none of that. So that's going to be used as the cross-examination in front of the jury to like put the doubt up like, hey, this is just some lover's quarrel where she chose to be a part of this stuff. It wasn't forced upon her, and she's just jealous and upset at how everything played out for her as opposed to how it played out for Young Miami. As you heard, Diddy is still paying her rent right now while she's on the stand. That's why I say, bro, this love triangle circle is super crazy, as more came out that Daphne went to another freak off in Vegas with another rapper who they said they not gonna identify a name. You better know the internet finna get to investigating and researching, trying to figure out who it is, to where he brought her there. He wanted to mess with Daphne too, told her this. Also, they had a freak off where it was 7 people, 8 people in the room watching 2 sex workers get it in. And the guy was the guy she did, known by Antoine. And you got the guy Don. That's the one you heard Diddy even mention in the audio right there, to where, okay, nah, nigga, they having this stuff really going on. And I'm like, man, this is some real, real wild stuff, nigga. And for Diddy to be invested into her, putting his money behind it, Diddy, at the end of the day, you can't blame nobody but yourself, my nigga, trying to do this. And we can look at it however we want to look at it and have an opinion. We don't make the federal laws. We don't make the federal rules when it comes to stuff like this. But Diddy did what they needed him to do to have him going through this, with the abuse, with the drugging, with the traveling across the state lines, using his assistants, managers, and things like that work for Bad Boy to make all this stuff happen. I'm the nigga where I'm like, hey, bro, they consenting adults. They chose to jump in this lane and lifestyle. Yeah, did he get abusive with Cassie and maybe others? Yeah. But if you keep coming back and doing this and doing all that type of stuff, it's like, well, hey, man, you taking the payments, you're taking the setup for the lifestyle. Yeah, what is you really saying? Even to right now, why is she on the stand, nigga? She's getting paid. It's like, this is some wild stuff going on, man. But tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.